The Python programming course we deliver has two versions, a short one that includes 40 academic hours and a long, detailed one that includes 90 academic hours. The long one is delivered both in Hebrew and in English. We use the same training material. It is the exact uh, detailed plan. In both cases, you can learn remote, meaning that we broadcast the meeting and you can just join us online, listen, ask questions, and so on. The first meeting is dedicated to introduction, kind of an administrative introduction mostly, but also introduction to Python. We start writing simple programs. The second meeting is dedicated to the topic types. Here we get into the various collection types, start writing simple programs using those collections, and we're also going over other types that are highly useful in many cases when writing code in Python. The third meeting is dedicated for operators. We learn about the various operators and we practice. The fourth meeting is dedicated for the topic statements. We go over important built-in functions. We also go over the various control statements, and we also overview the various types of assignments, starting with basic form assignment and then going over assignments involved with unpacking and so on. The fifth meeting is dedicated for the topic functions. Although we already explain how to define a function and practice it during the first four meetings, there are still many subtopics in the functions topic that should be covered, such as the LEGB rule, what is a non-local scope, what is the purpose of the non-local keyword, calling functions and passing over the arguments in various ways that involved unpacking, for example, and also covering the lambda expression topic, as lambda expression is an anonymous function, so this is the place to cover this topic. Then in the sixth meeting, we cover the topic modules. And as you can see, there is plenty of time to cover many other topics, but we usually use this extra time for more practice, overviewing the more difficult assignments that were given so far and so on. Usually there is enough time to start with the topic object-oriented in the sixth meeting. So usually this allows us to stretch the object-oriented programming topic into more than just 2 meetings. We start in the sixth meeting. We continue with this topic in meetings 7 and 8, and we also do a bit continue with this topic in meeting 9. In object-oriented programming, we cover nearly everything that is possible in Python, including properties, various magic methods, overloading, operators overloading, inheritance, and so on. The ninth meeting is dedicated for the topic exceptions, and similarly to the sixth meeting, we have enough time to go over various assignments from the topic object-oriented. And then we move forward to the 10th meeting that is dedicated for the huge topic and one of the more important topics in Python, collections. We go over various collections, explain the possibilities, lots of practice, and so on. The 11th meeting is dedicated for files and directories, um, and similarly to other meetings, we have enough time to go over many of the more difficult assignments that were given so far. If there is time, then we might even start with the regular expression topic. In regular expression, we learn regular expression just to the point needed to learn how to use regular expression in code we write in Python. We don't cover regular expression fully. We just cover enough in order to teach how to write code in Python that use regular expression. Then we move forward to the next meeting that is dedicated to functional programming, and one of the more difficult topics. And then the meeting after is dedicated for working with JSON, XML, networking. The next topic is threads, and usually threads is spread over more than one meeting. And we overview the possibilities, mainly those possibilities we can enjoy when using the threading module. Then we move forward, learn about text processing, unit testing, profiling, using the command line, logging, introspection, um, which is a kind of reflection, if you know the topic from other programming languages. We talk about assertions, and we talk about working with a database. The next meeting is dedicated for packages, more theoretical information about the virtual machine and the garbage collector, and also how to use the PyDoc tool for generating documentation for the project we develop. The last meeting is usually dedicated for design patterns, but given the flexibility during the course, moving topics forward and backward according to the student's capability, usually the last meeting is dedicated also for topics that were not covered properly, or we haven't succeeded to cover them when we add to. So the last meeting is kind of last minute meeting for covering topics that we should cover and still didn't